We begin this hour with cherry news, as Nigerians will soon begin to feel a sign of relief from the lingering petrol scarcity. Now, this is because the Dangote Refinery has commenced the rollout of first set of premium motor spirit, also known as petrol, to Nigerian market. The chairman and CEO of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, while addressing journalists in Lagos, revealed a product will hit the market as soon as the company finalizes modalities with the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. This development is coming barely 48 hours after the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited confirmed it is owing petrol suppliers a significant debt which has been threatening supply sustainability, but assured that there is an ongoing collaborative effort with relevant key players to maintain frequent supply of petroleum products.
Our, PMS can actually be in the market by, today is what, Tuesday? By Thursday latest, our product can be in the market. I think there will not be any disruption because the president, not only that he brought the whole idea, he took it to the Federal Executive Council. It was approved, at the Federal Executive Council. And I think whoever wants to play with the instructions of the president, he will pay a big price. And also to thank Mr. President and his government for assisting us to make sure that we achieve this, dream. This is a very monumental, dream, for us, that we've been able to achieve something like this, which Nigeria has not really achieved, producing gasoline in the last 28 years. So I think it's good, at least during his administration, this has been, achieved. And also to thank him for making sure that he brought out this Naira transaction, of which will help to stabilize our currency, to bring growth and prosperity to our country.
Now, for more on this latest development, a financial and policy analyst, Mukhtar Mohammed, joins me on the news via Zoom. Good to have you join us.
Thank you.
I'm sure that you find this particular conversation very exciting, as it is for a lot of Nigerians. But let's break it down for us what this means, because, we're a large population. This is happening now. It's good news. But in terms of supply and pricing, what does this mean for Nigerians?
Well, first of all, let's congratulate Aliko Dangote for achieving this monumental success, and also congratulate Mr. President President Bola Tinubu for his doggedness in making sure that this come to pass despite all the challenges by the players, by the regulators. And I think, like Dangote said, you have to commend the president. It has happened in his administration. He will have to take the glory, no matter what anybody says. I think I have to commend him for taking the bull by the horn. First of all, what he has done for us, first and foremost, is that in terms of supply, I think NNPC came out with a statement that the upstream, downstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission said that from the month of September, we'll have supply about 25 million liters daily. Then by October, we start having 30 million liters daily. That, for me, is good news. What we should be thinking is supply, not about pricing yet. I think this pricing status quo will remain, or hopefully it will remain. That's what I feel. We will, in the next 48 hours, we should be hearing. But again, I think we now have to know what's the real price. So that's when we will now begin to know whether there was a reduction. Because if you look at what the NNPC have been saying thus far, the real price is about 1,000. They've been subsidizing up to now. So with this, we need to look at how much, in terms of logistics, in terms of pricing, in terms of whatever, that will determine what the price will be. I think that's what they want to iron out in the next 48 hours. I'm not looking for a downward, very drastic downward price at the moment. But hopefully in the near future, we should have that. We shouldn't forget through NNPC have assured us that this September, Port Harcourt Refinery also will come on stream. They are trying to work on selling of Warri and Kaduna Refinery. So for the first time,
I want to stay, because again, I want to stay on the Dangote Refinery. Hopefully, the Port Harcourt Refinery will come and complement it. But let's talk about availability, because you and I know that as we speak, there are long queues in filling stations waiting to get petrol. In fact, some of them are even queuing in filling stations where petrol, is not even being sold. They're just hoping that in case they sell, it will get to their turn. Would this also, deal with the issue of availability? Because I think I listened to one of the vice presidents of that, refinery talking about whether or not the local traders will lift their product.
Well, that's a no-brainer. And like I said, Dangote said that they're already discussing with NNPC. I think throughout the month of September, Dangote will supply only to NNPC. NNPC will not be the one to supply this product to other independent marketers and major marketers. That was the agreement, I think, at least in the month of September. So in terms of availability, I think that product will be available in the next 48 hours if everything goes as planned. That is one. Then with that, again, we will, like I said, what we're looking at now in Nigeria is just availability first. Pricing, I think pricing will not go up. I mean, I don't expect it to go up, hopefully. Then the larger context is that this also will also know in truth how much liter of fuel do we consume. Finally, that will come. We'll also be able to track trucks that are moving. According to Dangote, they will track every truck. So we'll know every liter of fuel. So the issue of smuggling is out of it. Then in terms of FX pressure, 40% of the FX pressure comes for those that are demanding FX for importation of refined petroleum products. That also will come to an end. So what we will see, we'll see the Naira improve to the dollar, hopefully, in the near term or in the near future. Supply will be available 25 million liters daily. I think if in 48 hours, these measures are rolled out, I believe within the next couple of days, we should see those PLQs disappear. I think for me, what we need now is supply, and it has not come at a better time than now.
And how do we boost supply? I mean, Dangote, sorry, the NNPC has said they're owing their suppliers as much as $6 billion, dollars, I think it was. I mean, that's a lot, for a regulator. How do we boost supplies? There are modular refineries in the country. There are other local refineries in the country. What do we do now to ensure that we're well served in the country?
Well, in terms of supply, number one, we need to look at logistics. Remember, most of the excuses that NNPC have got given to us up to until recently was, transportation, flooding, movement of trucks, smuggling. Now, is Dangote going to address that one? I think that will be addressed now. In terms of looking at other refineries, modular refineries, there's a Edo petrochemical refinery also. There's a Boa refinery coming in also. I think there are a couple of refineries that, and like you said again, NNPC. So I think in terms of supply, in terms of meeting local demand, Dangote alone will be able to meet local demand, not only meeting local demand, even exporting to other African countries. He has said it that first and foremost, Nigeria and sub-Saharan Africa, that is where the concentration will be for some time before we begin to see them exporting to maybe other parts of the world. So I think when we talk about supply, that should come to an end, hopefully. Like I keep saying hopefully, because, this is engineering. They could come up with a little, we couldn't make up due to one problem. But I think they have done this test running for the past 3 months, and I think they are good to go. In terms of supply, I think we will not have those issues any longer. In terms of pricing, we might just have stability. And that we should say thank to Mr. President also for allowing that Dangote will now begin to buy crude oil through Naira rather than paying dollars. So I guess that would also in turn
take the pressure off, the Naira in terms of the foreign exchange. Thank you so much for your time. It's always a pleasure to have your analysis on this issue. Financial and policy analyst, Mukhtar Mohammed.
Thank you for having me.